Three.
Hello, my name is Gerard. I work for La Boella oil company, and this is our land. This is our property. This probably looks different than usual because this is a new technique we started 15 years ago to plant the trees in lines, very similar to the vines concept, but it's never tried or almost never tried before in olive trees previously. That system allows us to produce, to harvest our olives more quickly, because the mill is just next to us. The harvesting machine, we can harvest mechanically, and we can bring the olives to the mill in 1 hour after harvesting. It means we can produce a very high quality oil, processed in the same moment. We don't lose time in storing and storage, and then the acidity is lower and the quality of the oil is excellent. That's why we use that new technique, and we are still experiencing.
So Gerard, you're saying, so I'm gonna when I move the camera over here, we notice that the trees are in a straight line. If you look at other olive mills and olive trees, they are not straight like this. This is like a vineyard for wine. It's makes so the machine can run straight down, and it just has these fingers that shake the branches so it doesn't hurt the tree, and then it can just capture all the olives and make it so that it's very quick. And then when you get those olives to the mill quickly, they don't oxidize. So is this correct?
Yeah, absolutely correct. This is the idea. It's adapting to the new systems, all the traditional growing system. It allows us to do that in the right moment of ripening. This is when we can decide which is exactly even the day we have to harvest to be in the correct moment of ripening and to produce a specific olive oil.
What if an olive, can you explain so Americans can understand, why is it so important to pick the olive at the exact right day? Well, if we picked it 5 days later than the optimal day, what kind of negative effect could it have on an olive oil's taste?
Well, for some days of difference, there is not really the difference. Main is to produce the exact type of oil you want to produce. If you pick very early, olives are still not ripe, still half of them are green, and you produce very green oils, very herbal oils. If you stay for longer than usual, the olives are overripe, a little bit overripe, and the oils will be very sweet and less bodied probably. It doesn't mean they are worse, but it's not exactly the kind of oil we want to produce. We have to be more strict to produce a very specific flavored, tasty oil in the right moment.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi everybody, we're in the olive oil mill here at La Boella, and one of the things we've been discussing is centrifuge versus first pressing. Well, pressing is the old way they used to do things, and we all like nostalgia, but the fact of the matter is if you don't clean it often enough, or if you don't have time, the mill is real busy, you can have unsanitary conditions, or it could create a bad tasting oil. So I wanted to have Gerard explain a little bit about the centrifuge and how it ensures it's clean. It's still cold press. I mean, it's better because there's no oxygen gets inside, and it's really works quite well. So I'm going to have him explain. Hold on for a moment.
Well, this is a centrifuge machine for oil. We are talking about the difference between pressing and centrifuging. One of the main differences in the press, you have to prepare manually a pile of discs or mats and the paste of the oil. And every time you have to dismantle and clean perfectly the oil. The oil is very absorbent, and everything in contact with the oil will pass its taste to the oil. If you use a centrifuge machine like this, the taste is a continuous process where you only have to clean once a day at the end of the day if you stop the machine. All the rest of the day is processing, everything is clean, it's on stainless steel, and we are sure there is no contamination to the taste of the oil in case everything is done correctly.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ready? Here it is. Here's Gerard.
Well, this is the storage warehouse. This is where we have the tanks. You can see everything is on stainless steel because it's a very clean material. We avoid every possibility of contact with undesired tastes. Stainless steel is the best. And even to be more sure, when a tank is half empty, we can put at the top of the tank, to avoid the oxidation, we use an inert gas to seal, in some sense, the top of the vat. And then we are sure that the freshness of the oil will be reassured for longer time. The idea here, the oil has to be maximum a year. Next harvest, we have a next fresh, new fresh oil, and we don't need to store that for longer. The idea is every year we have new oil, and that oil has to be consumed in the year.
So Gerard, can the gas have any effect on the taste of the oil, or is the gas in any way bad for the oil, so consumers don't have to worry?
No. The idea of that is just take off the oxygen which is at the top of the vat. This is a technique used in other products, in wines and other products. In some sense, we are sealing the top of the tank, avoiding the contact with the oxygen. In any case, the gas is in contact with the oil, just the surface, and it's impregnated inside, or it's combined with this is an inert.
So you mean the gas does not impregnate the oil; it just sits above it.
No, of course. Yes,
yeah, right. Okay. So that's in other words, it just keeps it fresh, so the oxygen can't touch the oil. And it just hovers above it like a fog over the road, almost. Okay. Thank you very much.